And what's going on, folks? Welcome to Land Tamer Stream. It is Sunday, and we're getting through the weekend, getting some things done. It is day 404, not to be confused with HTTP 404. No, day 404 of the stream, and I'm just gonna do a vlog update on a couple things: policing, QoS, that is QoS policing review, and some Python things. Yes, I've been having some fun with Python. As a matter of fact, the weekend has definitely not gone as planned. The idea of this weekend was that I would forego doing the, labbing, review labbing, in lieu of being behind and trying to get caught up on my reading and studying of the QoS concepts, some of the QoS more advanced concepts. So, did not happen though. The way I wanted to, and this is how life goes, right? So it started out Saturday. I was getting ready to stream. Actually, I was getting ready to generate a new agenda, and I'd actually built a Python script to do this a while back, which I have over here. And the logic, it's been working. It's been working fine. As a matter of fact, I think it was last week where I added this new not really, well, yeah, I guess it's not really built as a function, but it probably needs to be one. And what it does is it goes and not only does it copy the file, but it goes in and creates a new header, and it increments the day number. So that reminds me, I need to update this on my title in Twitch broadcast. That's another thing I want to automate, by the way. But yeah, so I'd added that part, and that part was working great. But what I did not have, it was the logic, and it started out seeming to be very simple logic to do this. And of course, it turned out to be, at least for me, a newbie, programmer, more complex than what I thought it would be. So the idea was that I would, because sometimes, so let's say you have this is the idea. I have a Git repo. And so generally what I would do is when I want to start a stream is I would copy the last stream's file to a new file with today's date, right? Because I like to keep track of these and I archive them, right? So that's another process I want to automate better, how I archive these in the interval and things like that. So, I mean, by the time we're all done, who knows? We may have like a sort of a little streamer app or something. But anyway, I create the agenda. Agenda is real important to me because I do have things I talk about. And, even if I'm labbing, I try to have just some talking points, even if it's one or two. And I have an archive, and even if I have links, hey, network engineer, more taming of lands, that's right, and taming of pythons. That's what I ended up doing yesterday, all day long, and part of Friday too. So I was explaining this process. Yeah, I create a new agenda file. Well, my original logic was real simple. Whoa, 948 out of 832 on IC and D1, a network engineer. That is awesome, man. I think you should just go on right on that CCNP. Well, you get IC and D2, and I know you're just kind of catching up, right? But good job, man. That's great. That's excellent. You nailed it. You totally nailed that test. So yeah, we were yeah, my IC and D2 book arrived today. Awesome. That's great news, man. Well, you're definitely on the right track. 30, 40 minutes. Out of what is that exam? 90 minutes? I don't remember. Well, I took the CCNA as a single test, and I think it was 90 minutes. I was just because I did it so fast and the printer broke, just was able to print. Oh, man. Lab problems, right? 120 minutes, okay. Well, you didn't need that long, obviously. Man, that's great. That is excellent. It's always a good feeling to get past that exam, and then I like that you already ordered your book and it's on the way because it's important to ride that momentum, you know. And you get some automatic momentum from a pass, and you hope that that will carry you even that much farther. You know, it's like the launch when they launch a new satellite and they have to get you a certain point, propel you into an orbit that you go on your own. I'm here. Oh, awesome! Reading the book already, man. Wasting no time. That's the way to do it, though. That is so the way to do it. Or Cisco. That's right. Yeah. So today, what I'm doing is I am getting caught up on QoS policing. Back to reading, which is good. My intention was to, as I mentioned a little bit ago, to kind of forego labbing this weekend because I've gotten behind on the QoS material and the QoS part of the workbook. So that was the idea of the weekend, is to get caught up on that. And then things did not go as planned. So Friday night, I started playing with this a little bit. And I have this Python program it started out real simple. Just going to copy yesterday's agenda file to today's agenda file. And then I go in and then I edit it and I change the header. And then, I remember what I could see what I talked about yesterday, how I can build on that and edit it for today's stream, right? Because I always have an agenda file of talking points. It started out just to do that. And all it was doing was copying from the previous day. So if you have, for example, today is the 17th, and it's a Python script. So what it would do is it would go and copy 2019-03-16 to 2019-03-17. Well, I'm like, I've been wanting to do this for a while. I want to make it the logic better to where it actually will look in the same directory, and it will just go back and find the most recent file and copy that. And there's probably a million ways to do this, right? But I finally broke it down, and I'm so new to Python, y'all. I mean, this is like Googling, and I did sign up. I had signed up for an email course. Ken Byers, I think, was sending out a free email with videos that has a lot of the concepts. Never finished that course, and this is something I want to do more of once I'm actually doing a good bit of scripting now as part of my day-to-day job, more than ever before. Python is great, man. I'm fine. I don't really know much about Python. I know more about Bash scripting and PowerShell. And honestly, I've worked more in C# than Python. But I figured, in the networking world, Python's important. So anything I do for myself, I want to use Python and try to learn how it's different, right? I know about C#, Java, PHP, blah, yeah, but Python is nice. I'm learning about it. I'm liking how it handles, and some things it does very simply, right? But it turned out that the logic to do this was not as simple as I thought, and I had to think through it, and I want to do it in an efficient way. Two things I ended up doing, and there's more that I'm going to add to this script, or I'm going to create other scripts, and I'm going to have this process to set up my stream. Like, it doesn't take that long to do, but I have a checklist. I don't have it up right now, but generally there's a checklist of things I do before every stream to get ready, and I want that to be mostly automated. So anyway, I played with this Friday night a little bit. I'm like, okay. And then Saturday, this became like an all-day project. I had other things to do as well. But man, I just got, and as a matter of fact, last night, it was so strange. I did my flashcards yesterday, and I've done them today. So I'm caught up on those. But I went down a rabbit hole messing with Python all day yesterday. I mean, into the night. And I dreamt about it, and then I woke up this morning at like 2 a.m. and I was seeing code like in my brain. And also, I had this idea about something that we're doing at work. It has to do with Azure DevOps pipelines, CI/CD pipelines. And I had this idea. I was like, bling, and my brain just turned right on, and I couldn't get back to sleep. So I've been up since about 2 this morning, looking at this kind of stuff. Show, hey buddy, I just wrapped this 360 CA23 and grading it while eating some lunch. It's awesome, man. I know I saw your tweets. I appreciate you getting everybody caught up. I know everybody's like, where's Tony? Where's Tony? Your fans, man. All your fans were wondering, what's going on. So, so glad to see your update and glad to know that you're hunkering down on the lab, and I totally understand. And yeah, the CA Cisco 360s, it turns out I may have a plan. We may have some credits for me to be able to order some of those through my employer, which would be great. I didn't find, when I inquired about Cisco Live, I got more clarification on that. I saw the credits that we have, and I know others are going to be using them too in our company, but I really would like to do those too. Because just jamming on them in the WISP at Cisco Live is not enough, I know. It's not the same as being at home and like being able to really break them down. Yeah, they do take learning credit for Cisco 360, and I had asked for that last year, but I think I did not get in on time, or they ran out of credits. I don't know. I never really heard back. But this year, I have some solid info to where I could actually make a good case. And I'm probably going to do that when I come back, or before even go to Cisco Live. I'm going to try to, because by then we'll know who all is going from the company and how many credits we have left over. But great, man. Great to hear from you. Glad things are going well. And man, I'm so, the days are, I know, counting down. Going to be so rooting for you, man. And congratulations, my friend. Big announcement there. Advanced mini bundle? Okay, yeah. I would definitely want, before I ask, I've looked at the different bundles, didn't really understand them very well. Wanted to talk to someone who has used them. And so, yeah, I'll definitely hit you up before. I'd wondered about the advanced mini bundle. Oh, you're welcome, man. I'm really happy for you. Really happy for you, show, Mr. Dad. But yeah, I'm just getting caught. Like I said, we can do a call. Yeah, we'll do one. It'll probably be, I'm thinking, probably in May sometime. I'm going to be ready to go ahead and probably know more like when I want to order them. Or also in May, we'll know who's going to Cisco Live and how many credits I might have left. So yeah. That sounds great. So yeah, I got all day yesterday. I ended up playing with the script, and I did a couple of things. One is I got it to where, hey, thank you very much. You too, my friend. Thanks for dropping in. I really appreciate it, and good to hear from you as always. So yeah, this logic will actually go back. It does a while in Python. Sets a count, and then it does a while, and it uses this module, OS path. And it's basically the idea is, check to see if this last file function returns a file name that is actually there. If it's not there, keep counting, keep going backwards one day until we get to whatever is the last file, and then copy it to the new file name. And the other thing I want to clean this up too at some point. This is not the most efficient. This could probably be, like originally I had this sort of working and it was quite a few lines, and I got it down to 3 lines. And then, and there's some coders, I work with some coders on my team, so I'd like to, like, if the opportunity presents itself, show it to them. They're probably like, Quentin, you can make this 4 lines of code. Anyway, then I did some Another thing that is time consuming, but I mean, that is not time consuming, but just something I thought, well, this is my opportunity. I'm doing more scripting at work. I don't want to get too distracted, but this is actually going to help me on the job getting more into this mode of, programming logic again, doing some programming logic again. So anyway, but I've cut it off there. Although there's other things I want to do and add here, I'm going to leave it here. And we have a new follow. Thank you so much. The Necro Hermit. Thank you very much for that follow. Welcome to the Lantana stream and all good bits of networking. So yeah, it goes in and it keeping track of this increment, like which day number. This does it now. So it basically is going to look inside the file, read all the lines. It finds, it does a regex and finds the numbers, joins them together, and then changes it, increments the day one to the vlog number, the next vlog number, and it puts that into the new file. So it was fun. I have to admit, I enjoyed it. It's going to help me in the stream, and I think it's going to help me on the job too. But I did not get a lot of QoS done. Also because I woke up to him, and I've also been on call. I've gotten called a couple of times this weekend. So I did get back to finally reading today. So I'm going to try to do some more reading tonight. I'm tired though, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to get done. The flashcards are paying off though, folks. I know I've said this before, but the pppoe, the hexadecimal, man, I had put so many cards in there about hex, converting hex to binary, and converting binary to hex to decimal, converting decimal to hexadecimal. And again, it's just repetition. It's not super complicated. It's just speed. So I'm getting better at that, which is going to be helpful for IPv6, of course. And other things as well, right? NetFlow, things like that. Having to look at hex. It's not going to be so foreign to me now. I'm getting more accustomed to it. So that is definitely paying off. The pppoe, I can pretty much rattle off now the configuration on that. So that's going well, and back to books. And then hopefully I may have to also forego the labbing next weekend, because again, my goal is for March. I want to get through all the QoS material. It may not happen, but we're going to have to start doing labs soon, and likely to be during the week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, one of those days, I'll be starting out hitting those labs in the workbook, in the INE workbook for QoS, because I'm getting through the material and I'm understanding now much better. Networking, I think pppoe comes up in CCNA, so I'm looking forward to being able to play with that. Yeah, and I don't... I know it is on the written exam, and I believe it is. It's definitely on the written exam for the CCIE. And I'm pretty sure it is in the blueprint for... Oh, yeah. Let me fix that alias. I moved things around. Blueprint. Yeah, that's under my GitHub. Pardon me. One moment. Let me get repo. Yeah, and I also believe it is part of, or that we could see it in the lab. So I know at the walk-in self-paced lab, at sort of the demo lab, which is really like Cisco 360. At Cisco Live last year, I got hit with the pppoe configuration, both client and server, and I did not know it at all. I mean, I knew the concept, just I couldn't recall from memory for sure. But yeah, I'm feeling much better about that. And flashcard, that's something where it's, I'm not using it at work. And really the only way to learn it is just by memorization. to memorize those commands, right? And that's where flashcards come in so handy. And I don't know why this is not opening in Excel. Or labs, yes, and labs, of course. Oh, there it is. It's gonna. This is the latest version of Excel, and it loads slow. It really does. Okay, so these are lab topics. Here it is, boys and girls. So yeah, expect to see this multi-link point-to-point protocol. And the authentication, also HDLC versus PPP. What are the differences? Implement and troubleshoot. So yeah. My goal is to read a chapter of OCG for my CCNA every day. That's ambitious, man. Dream big, though. Doesn't cost anything extra, right? Go for it. A couple good meat chunks. One of them is Show IP Interface Brief. He had an interview of a CCIE who had passed and he had been to boot camp with on YouTube. Definitely check that out. And then this, I love this blog so much. So much. What this blog means, and I saw it, it was on the Packet Pusher's link propagation is where I got it. It is so well written, having to do with exam questions. And this person wrote this, maybe this is my twin, I don't know. They exactly what I wanted to express, they expressed, which is great. Which means I can pretty much finish my video series, which I never really fully finished, and I can publish it. But the last one was going to be why I hate some of the questions and thought they were unfair in the CCIE written exam. But this person has done that. Now, it does have some good suggestions, and I also had the same thought, and I've written some notes about, okay, well, how do you combat the dumpers? I understand that's why these questions, some of them are the way they are. And I'd actually come up with some ideas to maybe help with that. It's one thing to criticize, another is to criticize and offer alternative ideas, you know, to engage in the debate, not just to hate, but to debate, right? And engage in trying to address the problem. So I can appreciate that. And they do the same, which is good. But yeah, definitely check that out. Those are 2 links I have today. But that's all I got today, folks. I'm going to get back to these books. And depending on how tired I am, I may take an old man nap and get back up again and try to get some more reading done. And I may get another call. I'm not sure. So we'll see. This weekend was, aside from getting this Python script done, it has been somewhat an old man nap. Yeah, absolutely. But thanks for hanging out, folks. Thanks for the follows and the chats. And, you know, hopefully get the rest, best you can out of the rest of your weekend. And we'll hit it. We'll start it out next week out of the gate. We'll try to hit it hard. Bye-bye. Good luck with the books. Thank you. You too, man. Good luck with your OCG book. And we shall see y'all back here soon. At this, well, we'll start back at a regular time. Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, back here in the Land Tamer stream. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your weekend.